And exclusive new details in the case of vandalism at the Nathan Hale Homestead. Channel 3 has learned copper was stolen from barns on the 250-year-old property. Your reporter Logan Perone got an inside look at the damage.
18 bucks. That's all it costs you to tour Nathan Hale's homestead.
All of the piping underneath has been disconnected.
But the bill for a vandal's late night look around on August 2nd is much, much higher.
Areas were completely flooded.
Site administrator Anne Marie Sherland says at least one man broke in that night, swiping copper and metal and doing thousands of dollars in damage.
When you pour your heart and life into a place that represents independence, and then to see this sort of thing happen, it's just heartbreaking.
But for all that he took, the thief left behind just as much: a crowbar, DNA evidence, and a picture of his face captured by one of the cameras he didn't destroy.
It was just a complete mess in here.
Melissa Tremblay is one of the co-managers at the Coventry Farmers Market on the other side of the homestead. The barn they used was also broken into and trashed.
You know, this is a community event, so it really was hard to take in. It's unimaginable.
So much so, the governor has pledged state funding to help repair the landmark.
The back is completely ripped off.
Both Sherland and Tremblay are confident police will catch their guy and believe more than one person may be involved. And when that happens, he and whoever else is responsible could face charges much higher than 18 bucks. Your reporter in Coventry, Logan Perone, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.